If you're someone who once had an authentic Char Siu but has failed to find a similar tasting one in the US, then you are at the right place. In this video, I'm going to share how I tried recreating Chef Lo's recipe and ended up making a horrible mistake. Oh, you have to stay till the end of the video because I think I might have solved a common problem at home. Now let's get started on how to make a simple and delicious Chinese barbecue pork or Char Siu recipe. If you're here for the first time, welcome to Alchemy. It's been exactly 10 years since I had Char Siu pork. Imagine my excitement when I see Ranch 99 selling Char Siu. But to my dismay, looks can be so deceiving. So what are the ingredients for this Chinese barbecue pork or Char Siu? 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder, 6 tablespoons of brown sugar, 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons light soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoons of hoisin sauce, 3 tablespoons red wine vinegar, 1.5 tablespoons of Char Siu wine. The recipe calls for fermented bean curd, but I used a mix of soybean paste and black bean garlic sauce, about 1.5 tablespoons. 1.5 teaspoon of 5-spice powder. Now these ingredients are for 3 pounds or 1.36 kgs of pork meat. It would seem like a lot, but it's not. Now before we get to the next step in this Chinese barbecue pork, here is the common problem in most households. Typical paper towel holders that you find at most homes are not easier to use for the first few times. You definitely need both your hands to pull the paper out. Now what if I told you that there is a product that does the same thing but you don't need both your hands? And the most amazing benefit? It does not occupy countertop space. Here's the product from simpletome. I was given the product to review and provide honest feedback. So let's check out the insides of the package, shall we? This paper towel holder can be mounted under the cabinets or wall mount. Gentle instructions on what to do before installation is available on the package. There are 4 pieces within this package along with the instruction manual. The 2 blocks to hold the paper towel, the steel plate onto which the tape would be stuck, the screws for drilling, and now let's assemble the simpletome paper towel holder. Place the screws on both the sides. You can see that it expands well to accommodate the paper towel. Clean the surface area before taping the simpletome paper towel holder. Then, use an adhesive tape to mount this under the cabinet. Couple of seconds, press it down to ensure it's stuck to the cabinet. It's ready for use now. You don't need both of your hands to tear off. Just one hand tear paper towel holder right there. Now if you want to buy this product, be sure to use the link below in the description to get 20% discount. Now back to the video. We remove the moisture from the pork using the paper towel. Now I use multiple towels to get the job done. Then we poke the pork with a fork as this is going to help the pork to absorb the marinade more effectively. Now is this necessary? Absolutely, because from experience, when I skipped this step, I noticed it was less flavorful. Now we take a ziplock bag and put all the pork in. Combine all the ingredients together. Garlic powder, brown sugar, oyster sauce, soy sauce, hoisin sauce, red wine vinegar, Char Siu wine, mix of soybean paste and black bean garlic sauce, 5-spice powder, and mix them well. Now if you notice, there was no salt added, and that was intentional because all the sauces are salty and hence not needed. Please taste your final sauce before you add it to the ziplock bag. So right now I'm going to pour this into the ziplock bag. You give it a good massage at least for about 2 minutes so that it spreads all the ends, nook and corner of each pork piece. Chef Lo says that you have to marinate at least 6 to 8 hours or overnight. So today we are going the overnight way this time.
Next morning,
prepare your baking pan or sheet. Now while you do this, ensure that you preheat the oven to 425 Fahrenheit or 218 degrees centigrade. Cover with aluminium foil cause the drippings from the Char Siu will burn and it's a headache to clean up. Chef Lo suggested that you add 4 tablespoons of water, but I think I used about half a cup here. Place the pork on the wire rack, baste the sides with pork marinade and cook for 15 minutes at 425 Fahrenheit on each side. Cook for another 15 minutes and baste both the sides with pork marinade again. Cook for 10 minutes and baste both sides with diluted honey. And finally, we'll turn up the heat up to 450 Fahrenheit, cook for another 5 minutes, baste both sides with honey, and you gotta cool it before cutting into it. Just before serving, I baste with diluted honey to give a glow to the dish. Now, commercial char siu has a vibrant red color due to the addition of red food color. This Chinese barbecue pork or char siu pork does not have any additive to give you the color. This is all natural and it comes from the fermented soybean paste. Now, if you want a shiny coating instead of honey, you can use sugar syrup. The cut that I used for this recipe was short ribs, contrary to what must be used. Chef Lo suggests to use the pork butt or use more fatty cuts like pork neck or pork belly. And that was a horrible mistake that I made. I purchased the pork by looking at the pork barbecue sticker. Nevertheless, the meaty portion was just like how I tasted 10 years back. That's why this recipe from Chef Lo is a keeper. And here's my taste tester.
How is it? Ah, no. Come on. It's chicken.
It's not chicken.
I thought it was something sweet.
It is. How is it?
Good.
If you enjoyed this video and you think, gosh, I wish there was a simpler Chinese pork recipe, here it is. Unbelievable delicious pork belly strip recipe done in 10 minutes, and I shall see you on another video. Take care.
Poke the pork with a fork.
Faster.
Poke the pork with a fork.
10 times.
Poke the pork with a fork. Poke the pork. Fork with the fork. Poke the pork 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 with the fork. Poke the fork. Fork.